We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Miami Marlins and the Chicago Cubs. Anthony Rizzo continues his ascent toward the all-time hit streak record. Next. Mark Pryor, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, in his last start, he picked up his 9th win of the season. It's always nice to get into double digits, and nothing he'd like to do more than to pitch well in this one and pick up his 10th victory of the year.
So striding in, Jonathan Villar. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, they come in unbeaten and playing well here in the early going.
Matty, this is the best team in baseball right now. Just a double-digit winning streak that, I mean, maybe happens to 2 or 3 teams a year. You get this hot. This team is rocking in all facets right now, and they're a fun watch.
Miguel Rojas comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. Pryor is what you may call a stingy starting pitcher. He rarely gets hit around, and on top of that, he usually excels at limiting free passes. A great combination to have.
Matty V, I think one of the keys to being a good starting pitcher, 1, limiting the number of pitches that you throw into a game, and 2, getting outs as quickly as you can. And there aren't too many guys that do it better than this guy. Not a lot of pitches. One of the things I like, he's in attack mode from the first pitch of every at-bat.
And Dickerson behind 0-2 now.
I know this guy has a lot of weapons on the mound, but what makes it...
Looking at a fastball to end the inning. Pablo Lopez will be on the bump for game 2 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, you can't always judge a pitcher by the numbers. I know the ERA is into the 4s coming into this start, but he's actually a pretty solid pitcher. And every once in a while, he can throw some decent games in there. It's not easy having an ERA under 4 in baseball. He's slightly over that, but this guy's a better pitcher than that ERA indicates.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Smoked on the ground up the middle and into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single.
Hey, the leadoff man wasn't able to do his job, but the number 2 hitter came through right there with a single, setting the table for the big boys.
And now here's the versatile outfielder Almora Jr. Guys, this Marlins ball club, as they begin play here tonight, they are in the midst of a pretty bad stretch as they've dropped 6 straight coming in. And this one's in the dirt, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Strike taken up in the zone. While his hitting streak might be drawing most of the attention, some might not realize he's hitting for real power as well, slugging over 500 for the season.
And that's the beauty of it, Matty. He's doing it with damage. It's not the 1-for-4 with the ground ball with eyes or the bleeder with no one on that doesn't help the team. This is a guy that's done serious damage from day 1 of this hit streak, and it's continued.
And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. And set up behind the plate is Ricky Holiday, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Yeah, Dan, we got Ricky Holiday behind the dish tonight. I can't figure his zone out. He doesn't favor the hitter or the pitcher and can be a little too inconsistent at times.
D-Row, you hit the nail right on the head. I think one of the things we're looking for a consistent zone. If it's a tight zone, it's...
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end left for the Cubs. And this is still a 0-0 ball game. Skied into very shallow right. Hayward has a read on it. 1 out. Here's the first pitch to him. Brian Anderson is the batter now as he looks at a ball of 1-0. A ball and a strike.
His heater's got some late ride through the zone. A lot of late swings right now. You're only going to get to that pitch if you get the front foot down early.
2-1 the count. And he misses again. Ball 3. In there for a called strike. 3-2 now.
Whew, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
And he fouls this one off. And it's fouled away. High in the air out to center field. Almora is there. 2 gone. At the plate, Matt Joyce, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Lofton is there, and he'll put it. Here's Jason Hayward now.
Leading off for the Cubs.
First pitch of the at-bat. Back up the middle. Scooped up. And quickly, there's one down to lead off the frame. So striding forward now, number 44. We all know he's absolutely locked in at the plate right now. Hits in his last 49 games. 50 could be in the cards right here. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Rizzo will head for second. And he'll pull into second with one away. And he will creep ever closer to that record, as you see there. This hitting streak has reached epic proportions now.
D-Row, this guy is just amazing right now. He's just swinging a magic wand, and it looks like there's no end in sight to this streak.
Yeah, you can't think of anything else. This is national news right here. This is all anybody's talking about. When you start getting into these numbers, almost 2 months, and you're challenging Joe DiMaggio and the 56-game hit streak, it's all anybody should be talking about.
First offering on its way. This one is launched. Look at this. Into the bleachers and gone. So a 2-run shot to left center. Home run number 37 on the year, as the Cubs are out in front now 2-0.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. And he really thrives in the batter's box here at home. Something to keep an eye on in this one. Swinging a soft liner. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And the streak will continue as he creeps even higher up the all-time list.
Hey, now into the 30s, D-Row. Do you think he starts looking ahead, thinking about that magic number, maybe getting it to 40?
Yeah, I don't think you ever worry about Joe D's number, but when you start climbing into the 30s, man, there's not many guys that have been there. This is just a steady diet of staying in the zone for over a month.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Ramirez is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone. So coming to the plate, Kenny Lofton. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
And he'll get back in safely. Contreras leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Hard on the ground toward short. And that's through for a hit.
Dan, he's got to find a way to get himself out of this. This is constant traffic, and here he finds himself in the second with 2 outs, and he's still giving up knocks.
Boy, it's about trying to limit the pitch count. Also, only in the second inning here, and his pitch count's getting up. He's had a lot of traffic.
Well, the left fielder's on it, and that retires the side. 2 for the Cubs in the... At the plate, Harold Ramirez. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Behind 0-2 now. Struck him out. And with that, we give you a look here at what's happening in the race in the National League Central.
The catcher, Jorge Alfaro.
First delivery to him on the way. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike. Marlins are still on the lookout for their first hit of the ball game. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
Go to that well one more time. He's been late on the first two.
And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see there, he sits in 4th place in that department in the National League. Pablo Lopez is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike. Fouled off. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning.
We're just about set to go here as the Cubs come to bat in the 3rd inning, and Chicago fans have been fortunate to watch one of the best offenses around this season. In fact, with the highest team batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging percentage in all of Major League Baseball, it's probably safe to say they have the absolute best offense in the sport these days. As one player told me earlier, yeah, I mean, you don't have to dig too deep into the stats to understand the level we're playing at. We have a special group, we know it, and we still think we can get better. Safe to say no one else around the league hopes they can, guys.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Bryant around first, heading for second. He hit the corner and tries for third. And he will make it into third with a 1-out triple. And that is 44 in a row now as he has tied the all-time National League record.
Hey, not an easy thing to do. When you think about how long this game of baseball has been played, that it lasts this long to get 44 consecutive knocks in the National League.
It's one of those records, I'll tell you what. 44.
And he'll make it into score. It's a sac fly and an RBI, and it's now a 3-0 ball game. So 2 are gone now in the Cubs half of the 3rd, and that brings in Anthony Rizzo. A ball and no strikes.
Time to be aggressive with these hitters now. After that sac fly, now it's time to try to get out of this inning with only 1 run scored.
Drilled on the ground to short. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, dealer in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
To the plate now, Ryan Sandberg. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball 1. 2 out with the man at first. Fly ball out toward left center field. Chasing after it is Joyce. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. 2 hits in the inning lead to a run for. Standing in, Jonathan Villar. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Get it ready, big boy. This guy's throwing 3 digits right here. The best way I can help the fans is 90 to 92, you can usually see seams. 92 to 95, it starts to really quicken up on you. Over 3 digits, you're seeing a white blur.
Off the plate and in, hits a ball and a strike. Fouled away. Boy, and they cannot touch him right now. 5 straight strikeouts on the ledger, and there are 2 away. Into the box now, Corey Dickerson. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, he failed to pull the bat off his shoulder in that one, Matty. Down on 3 pitches, pretty much a wasted AB. This has to be a better effort.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
And he fouls this one off. No runs, no hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. And my goodness, how about this? He struck out the side in back-to-back innings, 6 in a row, and the inning is over. Miami down in order. They trail it here 3-0. Next to hit will be Wilson Contreras. He's set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Wilson.
Now the pitch. Slow little roller to third. He's got to hurry, and a good throw gets him 1 gone.
The pitcher, number 22, Mark Pryor.
Stepping in, Mark Pryor. First pitch on its way. Set to deliver the 0-1. Grounded back up the middle. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
The left fielder, number 7, Kenny Lofton.
Now back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Stepping forward, Kenny Lofton. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Ball, that pitch is out.
Got to be careful with this guy here. He can really handle the bat. Even though they're 2 outs, he might try to drop one down for a base hit.
2-0 now. Liner in there for a base hit. He was in a position to wait for his pitch on 2-0, and he got it to keep the inning hot.
Yeah, Matt, I think his only hope is to try to get out of this 4th inning and maybe try to regroup for the 5th. But this is 8 hits he's given up already, so he might even have trouble doing that.
And that brings up Javi Baez. There's a drive high in the air and deep to left center field. And bye-bye, that one's gone into the bleachers.
Boy, when this guy gets in a groove, he can hit him, and when he hits him in bunches. Hit a home run in last night's game, and if they continue to pitch him on the outer part of the plate, look out, this guy's going to do some major damage.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. 2 out, nobody on. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Hit back up the middle. Throw, got him. What a play as the side is retired. The defense on display on this beautiful diving stop at short. The 3 of us return with more Wednesday Night Baseball after this. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, during the commercial break, I had a chance to catch up with manager Don Mattingly about the Marlins' offensive production, and he told me, overall, he's not happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They haven't had a single guy on base yet, so it's starting to feel a little desperate down here. But he said they've unfortunately just been faced with some really great pitching today. The key going forward is to find any way they can to get him out of his rhythm on the mound. Now, that may be a tall task, but they feel the little adjustments could lead to things turning around for them.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
Garrett Cooper.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And it's fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Can you boys say next? Who's next up to bat? Because this guy's done. You cannot fall down 0-2 to one of the better pitchers in the league and expect to get a base hit.
Fouled off. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
If I'm in the box, you take a step out right here. Take a deep breath after that high fastball. You got to be leery of him burying something in the dirt.
Fouled away.
I know the fans love the souvenirs, but the battle between the pitcher and batter right here is what makes the game great.
And he's going to start this inning out the same way he started the previous two. 7 consecutive strikeouts. My word. 1 away. Brian Anderson will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
That elevated fastball right there, that is the biggest change in the game today for me. When I first came up, a lot of guys working that Greg Maddux east to west.
Oh my goodness, talk about a developing story here. 8 straight strikeouts, and there are 2 away now. Matt Joyce is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Liner toward right center. That gets down, and the inning continues.
Hey, this team has been shut down offensively up until this point, Dan. But right here, team's first hit of the game in the 5th inning. Let's see if it sparks them offensively.
You know, this will be interesting, D-Row, to see if they can crack this guy's code. A lot of times, once you get that first hit, several begin to fall after that one. So it'll be interesting to see if this guy can put the screws on this one and tighten things up and not allow any more base hits.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch in under the hands with a fastball. It's 1-2.
Hey, that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close, but I'm hit right now. I'm still sitting on that heater.
So they do get their first hit, but their first run will have to. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Chris Bryant. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. In tight with the curveball, backed up on him a little there, and it's ball 1.
Lots of hits given up, but so far no walks. At least he's making them work to get on base. Problem is, they haven't had to work too hard.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Hard on the ground towards short, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard. Now the Miami manager's up out of the dugout and on his way out to the mound. And a change is forthcoming, as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening.
Number 9.
So he'll depart after working just 4+ innings, as this will not go down as a quality start, that's for sure. The relay, and he is out at third. So credit him with a double and an RBI here.
Number 44.
And that'll bring Anthony Rizzo to the plate. Lifted the other way to left center. Dickerson's there. And he makes the catch for the second out.
Now back.
The next Cub up, Ryan Sandberg, comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Here it comes. First pitch is a slider called for a strike. Rader, a right-hander who stands an even 6 feet. He was a 21st round pick back in the 2015 MLB draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Line drive to center field. Joyce will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. 2 hits in the inning lead to a run for Chicago. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. The Cubs lead this one 6-0. Ready for another chance? Jorge Alfaro. He'll start things out in their half of the sixth as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. One hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
The 1-0. A swing and a miss, strike one. Fastball called strike, 1-2. Now here's the pitch. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2. And it's fouled away. Now another 1-2. Another one sent foul. The 1-2. A swing and a ground ball to third. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2.
Hey, have an AB right here. I know it's frustrating the heck out of the pitcher. You keep fouling these pitches off, maybe one misses over the heart of the plate.
Francisco Cervelli will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 29.
Takes this the other way to right. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Now batting.
At the plate, Jonathan Villar lifted down the line in left. And a terrific effort out there as he's able to chase that a long way for the second out.
Now batting.
Digging in, Miguel Rojas is hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. Called strike 2 at the letters, 0-2 now.
Well, you can see he's coming right at this guy, just pounding.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that bottom of the 6th inning on its way. But first, here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said they're doing an excellent job with pitch selection, meaning they're swinging at the right pitches and doing damage with them. The numbers back that up. 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet, guys.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Adam Conley gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. But baseball's a game of streaks and runs, and he is on one right now.
No question, he's swinging the bat very well of late. And when that's the case, you can't wait to get in the batter's box. Definitely the case.
They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. The relay throw. And he is in there with an RBI triple.
Man, they're just piling it on now. That RBI triple makes it easy.
Lofton.
Ernie Banks will come on now and pinch run here.
Number 14, Ernie Banks.
At the plate now, Kenny Lofton. Line drive to left. Catch will be made here. Tagging is the runner from third. And the run is in to score from third. It's 8-0.
Well, that wasn't your standard sac fly hit. It was hit pretty low and hard, so it wasn't a given they were going to send him. But they did, and they add a number to the run column.
Here's Javi Baez.
The last at that, Matty D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Liner into right center. That's a base hit. He's around first, heading for 2. Around second. He's on his way to third. And he's out at third. Might have gotten a little greedy that time. So here's Albert Almora next. 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, not his game so far. He's such a good hitter. We all kind of...
Meanwhile here, this ball's given a pretty good ride out to deep left field, and that is going to clear the wall. A home run. We've seen these guys go deep 3 times so far in this one, guys.
Hero, some days the fellas walk in with their hitting shoes on, and this looks like one of those games.
Yeah, but there's a saying going around the dugout right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everybody wants a chance to get...
Swing and a long drive again. This one to deep center. And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to... Craig Kimbrell comes on to pitch from the bullpen now in an unexpected move. He's their closer, so it's a surprise to see him here in the 7th. Hit out towards second. Reined in. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Now batting, the first baseman, Garrett Cooper.
And that'll bring in Garrett Cooper. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB.
Ready with the 0-1. Fouled off. Kimbrell, a right-hander who stands an even 6 feet, has been enjoying a great season, and fans have noticed he's currently leading all closers in all-star votes.
Yeah, this comes as no surprise. This guy is one of the best players in the game, a superstar, and that's what the all-star game is about. The fans getting to see the best players put on display.
And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
Into the box, Brian Anderson. Fouled away. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Fastball called for strike 2.
You know, over the course of a full season, you're going to have some clunkers, and this certainly looks like one. By the look on the manager's face, he's going to probably call a meeting after this.
Lofton is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. They're down 9-0. Last half of the 7th here, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Jason Hayward.
Jason Hayward.
First delivery to him on the way. Hit hard to short. Throw to first is in time for the first out. Anthony Rizzo stands in now. Lifetime against Brandon Kinsler. He's gone 2 for 8. First offering on its way. Hard on the ground towards short. Throw on to first, 2 gone. Now at the plate, Ryan Sandberg. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch coming, here it is. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. On the move is Joyce. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Cubs are down. Coming to the plate now, Matt Joyce. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. And a step on first for the out, 3 unassisted. Here comes the first pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole 0-2.
I try and tell people all the time, you're facing 90 to 92, 94. You can still see seams. It starts getting above 94. It starts to blur itself a little bit. You start pitching where this guy's at, you're seeing nothing. You're seeing vapor.
And this is swung on and missed. Two are quickly retired to start inning number 8. First pitch on its way. Jorge Alfaro is in for the third time as he swings and misses at that one. It's 0-1.
Hey, either this hitter needs a cup of coffee or he was sitting off speed right there.
No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. Now a fastball as he just reared up and let that one. Digging in and looking for more, Wilson Contreras. And to start out the inning, it looks like they've decided to stick with the same reliever out there, Dan.
They have, Matt. I think the way he pitched the last inning kind of inspired that. But it's not uncommon for relief pitchers to have troubles after they sit and watch their guys swing the bat a bit. We'll see if he stays as sharp as he was before. When you heard the crack of the bat, you just knew that was going to get down for an extra base hit. Great way to start an inning, that's for sure.
Up next to the Cubs, the pitcher.
In now, Craig Kimbrell. Oh my, this ball is crushed. Where will this one end up? And it's gone into the bleachers. So a 2-run shot to left center. Home run number 2 for him on the year as this lead got even wider.
The left fielder, number 7.
Stepping in now, Kenny Lofton. Now that ball is smoked, carrying to deep left. And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning.
The batter, number 9.
So coming to the plate, Javi Baez. And we'll see if he can get something into the gap to make it interesting. He's had a great game so far, but needs the triple to complete a cycle. One pitch on its way. A bouncer to the left side. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
The center fielder, number 5.
Stepping in, Albert Almora. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
Dan, this guy's on fire. I used to say all the time it's about 150 ABs to 200 ABs where you start figuring out what type of season you're going to have. He's obviously in May, and he's on fire.
D-Road, he's been locked in from day 1 of this season. It's continuing right now. Anything that is around the strike zone, he feels he can get the barrel to it, and he continues to hit line drives.
Chris Bryant stands in as he looks at a called strike. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
Last pitch was a fastball, tries to double up with the same piece of cheese, and it gets turned around. Nice piece of hitting.
Conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Sterling Sharp will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. John Birdie is into the ball game as well, as he'll slide into the pitcher spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. Belted high and deep into right center. This one's into the bleachers and gone. Into the box now, Anthony Rizzo. Line toward the gap in left center. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. And he is into second with a double, his third hit of the night.
Now back, second baseman.
Some guys just lay back and watch that first pitch go by no matter what. Work the count, make the pitcher waste a few pitches. But when he serves up a fastball like this on the first pitch, it's hard not to go after it. And that's just what he does. He jumped all over it.
Down and away, ball one. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
He went deep earlier, so that might have been a little bit of a message they were trying to send to get him off the plate. At the very least, they're clearly trying to get him from getting his arms extended again.
Joyce is there, and he puts it away to stop the bleeding. So this already sizable lead gets even larger as 5 more runs cross the plate. 9th inning coming up. Cubs lead it 14-0. New inning set to get underway, and next will be a speed threat in the form of outfielder John Birdie.
Hey, not an easy thing to do to try to come back and tie a game or take the lead off of a guy like this, one of the game's elite closers.
Here comes the first pitch, and we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here, 0-1.
Gotta love a reliever that comes in firing bullets, and his fastball is a good one.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Pitch is popped up. Rizzo waits on it. 1 out.
Now batting, the second baseman.
Digging in, Jonathan Villar. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. And he fouls this one off. Here's the 0-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. A bouncer up the middle. And that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit.
You know, D-Roll, the old school thinking sometimes is when you're going through a bad streak like this guy, any way you can get on a little jam shot, even though it wasn't pretty, maybe this could get this guy finally going.
Yeah, I can't tell you how good that had to feel right there. There's moments where you slap that donut off your bat, you don't even want to walk to home plate. You're scuffling so bad.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
Another try at 2-2.
Count is 3-2.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
And he'll put this one away in foul territory for the 2nd out.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
He's set. Here it comes. Corey Dickerson is at the plate as he takes a cold strike 1. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening. Miami, good night.
Man, they've already put the all-time winning streak record in their rearview mirrors. But with every win, it gets further and further away. We could say this now. This is one of the greatest teams in the history of baseball.
14-0 is the final in this one. The Chicago Cubs took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very end. Mark Pryor gets to double digits with his 10th win of the year, striking out 12 in the process.